which is you would start with the DOE Valley office to initiate a permit process, or maybe start with the Office of Community Beautification to apply for an adopt a median project, which would be a way to do it without a permit fee. Either method, you still need the permits, and you have to go through all of the following agencies: BSS, BOE, BSL, and DOT. So, all 7 of your clocks can be considered. The city has no specific clock requirements. They review each permit application on its own merits. The most important aspect would be location and then being deemed to be a safe installation, safe location. Please let me know if you have any questions. So, with that, now we know sort of the process. So we can at least start with the clock we want, and then go from there. Now, I had lunch with Brad Smith today about the clock and the neighborhood council helping to pay for it. Some are paying all of it. He said that really it needs to go through their beautification committee first, and then it'll go to the general board. I don't know how that works over there. But so he said, once we have sort of maybe 1 or 2 clock options we like or prefer, is then give it to their beautification committee, get their feedback, because they do want to be involved since they're going to be paying for either some, most, or all of it, which is only fair. So that's sort of the next step. So really we're at, which clocks do we like and which ones do we want to kind of pursue? I mean, I think it's starting to me get a little more obvious as to maybe just 1 or 2 of the blocks. Because I think some just are too expensive or too big. Because some of them are like huge. And they don't make sense.
I think that we kind of ruled out the other.
And I prefer to go with Burden because they seem to be a more all-in package group.
Right.
Well,
So
more
they
established
offer-
too.
Yeah, more stuff.
Yeah, they
I spell it BERDIN.
Well, also too, by the time you add the installation cost for the other company, it's pretty complicated.
Yeah, the prices were pretty similar. So I think by comfort level, I just have been, I get a better feeling interacting with the Burden sales rep.
On the Howard replica, there was 2 sizes. Is that what you're referring to? One is gigantic.
Right, the Howard is really big,
Yeah.
really gigantic. The Howard 2
Just a little more.
is, and that is their most popular clock. It's the one that they sell the most of for parks and
Because you want something to scale that doesn't look, you want it to look nice and you want it to
yeah, 'cause if you look at the one picture, I think there's a guy standing next to the Howard. And he looks like, he's like here and the clock is like.
It's not the 2. Yeah, the 2 is the smaller one.
Yeah, and this is the 2 as well. So it looks.
Yeah,
that
so
looks-
the 1 is
yeah.
gigantic.
Well, I think when we spoke last.
The other one is
month-
almost twice as tall as that.
When we spoke last month, I think we talked about the importance of being tall for fear that, graffiti and all that stuff. I think that was a big component.
Yes.
Well, because there's some that are really short. Right, exactly.
So the Howard is 9.3, and the floor delay is 9.5. And the other 2 are, the Howard 2 is 6.8.
12.
The Howard 2 is the taller one?
No.
the shorter one.
The Howard replica 2
That's just-
says it's what, 10 feet, 10
10.
inches?
If you really get told.
Yeah, it's hard to do that.
It's a 10-10.
No,
This is a separate community project.
that was gonna be a separate fundraising project.
So we're being spearheaded, but we need funds from outside.
We don't have any funds in our budget for it at all.
And the price of the Howard 2, again, is what? 16? 18?
The Howard 2 is 18,540.
Yeah.
The Howard what is,
It's almost 25,000.
Is the face bigger as it gets taller, you can clock?
No, not really. It's just,
So
I mean, a little bit to scale, but not terrible.
it's on
Here
here.
is like.
no, it is bigger, it's like a foot bigger.
So these are the old race. So that's the courtyard. Courtyard, this is the replica. And this is the large one. So this one is, this would be like I think could look way out of scale.
Yeah.
Because you're not gonna be way far away, you're gonna be really close to it.
Well, I suppose we could make sure it's sprayed with anti-graffiti
It
spray.
does, that comes with it.
Yeah, and they just hose it off, right?
Ed Sheeran?
We're gonna do
They
this.
scratch the glass when they,
God.
but that's pretty high up to scratch the glass. They usually do it,
It's like a Al Qaeda.
I don't know, but it's, look how this kind of picture, I don't know.
Do you want to come? Let's see if we want to look at it.
Oh, the I'm curious, I need to get going.
I'll see you after.
So I think these are the,
This is the,
this is sort of the two we're asking. They're both about 10.5 feet.
Is this similar to what we had in Larchmont Village?
They're, yeah.
Could be.
There's only like
There's one in
there's only
Culver City.
32 companies out there. So they're either Verdant or the, what's the name of it?
So it's about 18,000.
for this.
That's full installation cost. And they come with, what did I say, Mark? 3 years? 3 years? And then they recommend doing, the maintenance program, you know, to keep it,
Yeah.
which is always really good.
For that price, I would do that.
Right, and then they provide that as well. The other guy
Yeah.
did it, you have to find someone else to do the maintenance.